Yeah. Okay. Man, up. Let's do it. Well, it's a new day and a new show coming in a way that you never heard before. Cause we some real men that put God first, family second, but sports is a close third. What can I say? It's the love of the game. It's in our blood, embedded in our DNA. And from a young age until our dying day, we love it when we hear them say, "You go all the way." So when they score a goal or go hard in the paint or knock it out of the park, we're here to give the play-by-play, not just playing good, but also living right. We're here to bring you sports peppered with the light in Christ. So we gather any reason, playoffs or preseason, living rooms or sports bars, tailgating from our cars, parking lots or the church house. Tell you what it's all about. A group of friends or just our kids, not just for fun. It's what we live. You need the lowdown, yeah, it's what we give. Turn your speakers up, we about to go in. Every topic, every game, get ready, let's go. Get tuned into the Man Up Sports Show. All my real men, please stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Well, all my real men, please stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. It's time to man up.
Thanks for tuning in to the Man Up Sports Show. What is up? I'm your host, Mondre Allen. We have our big-time college basketball preview this week. You guys are in for a treat. If your college team is any good, we're talking about them this weekend. If we not, y'all ain't good. As a special treat, we have former Toledo Rocket All-Star, DJ. David Jones joining us this week. Filling in for Big West. I know y'all miss him, but he'll be back soon. Dave, we got big games going on. The one thing, let me say this first. The one thing that I love that happens in college basketball that does not happen in the boo-boo BCS, big teams play each other early and often. I love it, man.
Agree. And it also gives teams that are mid-majors the chance to knock off these big teams in December and January as well before conference play starts.
Absolutely, which, I mean, Chaminade almost pulled off a shocker against Michigan State. Did you see that?
No, I missed it.
Oh, man, it looked like Hoosiers, and they had 5 Jimmy Chitwoods out there. Oh, it was crazy. But this is what I love about college basketball is that big teams go on the road, play mid-major schools, and then also play each other in these tournaments instead of seeing your big-name programs, your Texas and Alabamas and all of these guys for football in the BCS stay at home and play, I don't know, middle of nowhere. Right, middle of nowhere state and all of these guys. So let's go to a slate of big games that are coming up here in the next couple of days. Duke, number 1 team in the country. Duke, by the way. I don't like it, D. Can I mention that I just hate it when Duke is number 1? I don't like them.
My utmost respect for their coach. Coach K is one of the best of all time.
You can't take nothing from him.
You can't take anything from him in regard to that. But after watching Duke this year, as I told you about a week ago, the way you beat Duke is you need 2 physical guys down low. Duke does not have, they don't have the horses down low. Cal Singler, great player, great all-around player, first-team All-American.
He's thin, though.
I need 2 guys, one about 6'8", 250, and I need a center. I just need him to know how to tie his shoes and make him about 6'10" to 7 foot, about 265, 270. And I need them to bang the boards and give me one good shooter and one athletic brother, and we can beat Duke.
And y'all beat Duke. Big West, we talked about this earlier, and it didn't actually make it onto the show. Big West actually feels like that this year is basically the Duke Invitational and that they'll run through everybody. I'm with you, D. I don't believe it.
I don't either.
I think there are some other teams like your Ohio States. Texas got a couple of pretty impressive big men that I think they can be beat. I don't think that it'll be Kansas State. K-State, who right now Duke and K-State are set to play this week. I don't think it'll be K-State. I think K-State is overvalued and overranked at number 4 in the country right now. They only have, one guard that really runs that team. But I do think that they can be beat.
I think Michigan State can beat Duke. That formula I just gave you is Michigan State, basically, in so many words. That rough and rugged type team that will pound the board. The Michigan State should scare everybody. Now, the thing with Michigan State is you don't know which Michigan State you're going to get because they can turn around and punish Duke, and then Northwestern will come in there and beat them by 10.
You don't know what Michigan State you're going to get until March.
Exactly. Now, come March, I want no part of it.
Here's the thing that I felt about Duke. When Duke came out, when this conversation started, it was after they beat Colgate 110-68. And Big West was like, this is the Duke Invitational. They're not going to be beat. And this, that, and the other. I said, you know what? I'm not saying that they're not good. I think Duke has a great team. We already know they have a great coach. You got, Seth Carey is eligible this year to transfer from Liberty, which is amazing to me how he ever even went to that school. But I said the same thing about Duke that I said about the Lakers this year is I do believe that they're great. But they were 6-0. The Lakers were 6-0 or 7-0. And I said, man, they didn't play nobody. Holler at me when they play somebody before you say that they're going to rip off 33 games or 35 games in a row. And I think we noticed that with Duke in their first real test, they played Marquette on the 22nd. And they squeaked out of that game against a Marquette team that I don't know is all that tough. A good team, of course, a Big East team, they're going to be good, but 82-77, they weren't that impressive.
I agree. That's just one of those things, but that's the beauty of college basketball. The beauty of college basketball is your unranked teams can come in and knock off your ranked teams out of nowhere on any given day. Usually with college football, very rarely will you see a team under 15 knock off a 2 or 3 seed or a 4 or a 5 seed or lower than 5 and under. You don't see that too often. In college basketball, you got to come laced up to play every day because not only will the ranked teams get you, the Gonzagas of the world, the Butlers of the world, the Southern Illinois of the world, they will beat you now. Yeah. And not only will they beat you now, they will handle you accordingly. If you come in there just saying, we're Louisville, we're Pittsburgh, we're Georgetown, we're Kentucky, that means nothing to these mid-major teams. They're hungry to beat you. That's why you don't see too many teams. They'll play them on their home courts, but a lot of your big programs are not thrilled about going on the road playing mid-major teams.
So with this game coming up against Kansas State is not a mid-major. I mean, they're in the Big 12. They got a pretty good coach, and they've had good runs with Michael Beasley and teams like that. But Jacob Pullen is their number one guy, averaging 16.5 points a game right now. I don't think that's enough. I just don't think. I like Kansas State as a team. I just don't like them against Duke in this game.
I think the jury's still out on Kansas State. I don't want to speculate on them because I haven't seen enough of Kansas State to say, I think this or I think that. I know traditionally they're, in general, a good team. They're well coached. But I don't have a good feel for them yet. I think the Duke game will be a good test to see where they stand. Now, I'll be disappointed if they get blown out. I would like to see a good game because, as Kendall said, I don't want to see Duke just running through everybody by 25 or 30. The only Duke team I'll give respect to like that, and they lost in the championship, was the Corey Maggette team with William Avery. They had, 6 or 7
Elton Brand,
picks out there.
William Avery. Corey Maggette was actually coming off the bench, like 10th.
Elton Brand.
Yeah.
Shane Battier.
Yeah, they had a good team.
Yeah, they had a very good Trajan Langdon. They had a very good team.
The Alaskan Assassin. We got a Trajan Langdon reference on the show. I always love those.
So, is this Duke team anywhere near that talent? Not at all. Are they a Kentucky 96 team? Not at all. Are they a UNLV 90 team? Not at all. Are they good? Yes.
Yeah, I don't think they're that dominant. I think they're good. I think they're good enough to win a championship, but I'm not comfortable making them a lock.
Agreed. I agree. So I'd have to disagree with Kendall to say this is the Duke Invitational right now. Maybe for the ACC, because the ACC is not really that strong this year.
Not at all. We'll get to that later in the show. Not at all. So next game on the slate, you got Michigan State versus UConn. This is actually the game that I'm really looking forward to seeing.
I think UConn's down this year. I think they're down. They're not your traditional UConn where they're top 10. I honestly think Michigan State will win this game by 10 plus.
You think so?
This is my opinion. Now, is that to say it's going to happen? Not at all. But the Michigan State that I see right now, that tough, rugged Michigan State, they wear teams down. And Connecticut's young this year. They have the guy from North Cross High playing for them this year.
They also got Kemba Walker, who dropped 45 points on somebody last week.
And you know who Kemba Walker reminds me of?
Oh, Uzi Fields.
I don't even know why I asked you that. You already knew the answer to that.
If you guys don't know, we gave him a nickname. Uzi Fields is LeVance Fields, who used to be the point guard for Pittsburgh. If you want to call him a point guard, he's point guard / shooting guard / designated gunner.
But he got the job done. I can't fault him. He got the job done.
Hey, him and Edgar Sosa, do you think you were more willing to see Fields go or me with Edgar? Which one of us cheered harder for that person to graduate?
I'll take LeVance over Edgar any day. Because Edgar, first of all, Rick was so far in Edgar's head, he was playing scared to make a mistake. Whereas LeVance Fields was coming down like, listen, y'all cleared out, I'm going to shoot.
Edgar would dribble 20 seconds off the clock and then launch a three from the timeline.
And as soon as he did that, all you knew in the background, and he knew he was coming out.
Hey, hold on, I'm going to do it. In the game for Louisville. You knew he was coming out. Edgar.
But Jamie Dixon was riding with LeVance, so if LeVance pulled that step back where it was uncalled for, he wasn't coming out. LeVance was playing 40 minutes a game.
So who you going with? You got Michigan State against UConn.
Definitely.
I'm going with UConn.
What bearing?
I'm sticking with the Big East team. I think UConn Jim Calhoun always has a tough team. I don't know, even if they're young, I don't know that you can out-tough a Jim Calhoun team. And I'm going to say that Kemba Walker is going to get the best of your boy Lucius.
What I'm saying is Michigan State plays a physical brand of ball.
I agree.
And with that being, it's not about you being 6'3", 6'4", but at 5'10", 155, physically your body can only take but so much before you wear down.
Don't I know?
That type of team will wear you down. So Michigan State is a football / basketball team. All those guys, their point guard is like 6'2".
They practice in football pads sometimes. You seen that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's going to wear you down. And as nice as Kemba Walker is, you got to put some weight and some muscle on.
It's going to be a good game to watch. Running out of time, so we're going to go to break real quick. Coming back, UK versus Washington. Does Tubby Smith actually have it going in Minnesota? UNC, Duke, and my Louisville Cardinals. Keep it locked. We'll be right back.